These little white earbuds, they're a $22 billion a year product line business. Just so you know the scope, that's more revenue than the entire company of Adobe or also Western Digital in 2024. And it's not because of marketing, it's because of series of brilliant hidden product decisions that took years to execute. Today we're decoding them. Hey everyone, and welcome to Boost Clarity, the channel where we decode the unwritten rules of tech in Silicon Valley. This is the playbook they don't give you at orientation. In this video, we're breaking down the AirPods Pro 2. We're not just reviewing features, we're analyzing the product strategy. We'll look at 4 key decisions, starting with how Apple pulled off this impossibly small design. By the end of this video, you won't just see a pair of headphones, you'll see a masterclass in product management that you can apply to your own career. First, let's talk about the obvious. They're tiny. Apple's marketing will highlight how they've packed a full signal processing stack, multiple microphones, custom drivers, and advanced sensors into something that just disappears in your ear. It's accumulation of years of iteration. But this isn't just about making things small. That's the symptom, not the cause. The real reason this is a marvel is that it's a showcase of Apple's terrifying operational power. This level of integration density, balancing thermals against power consumption, is only possible because Apple orchestrates its global supply chain like a military operation. They don't just buy parts, they co-invent them. They don't just design products, they design the machines that make the products at massive scale. This isn't just good hardware design, it's a flex of a manufacturing and logistics muscle that almost no other company on earth possesses. That incredible miniaturization houses the brain of the operation, Apple's custom H2 audio chip. Publicly, Apple will tell you this chip is why the AirPods Pro 2 have such incredible, industry-leading active noise cancellation and new features like adaptive transparency. And that's true. But the real story is that this chip was a 3-year, multi-million-dollar gamble. In tech, 3 years is an eternity. Why do it? Control. By designing their own silicone, Apple isn't dependent on off-the-shelf parts from other companies. This allows them to create a level of performance and set of features that their competitors literally cannot buy. It's not just a component, it's an unbreachable competitive moat. They're not just playing the game, they're building their own stadium on their own private island, and that moat is the deepest when it comes to active noise cancellation. The H2 chip pushed in-ear ANC to a level that, for the first time, seriously challenged premium over-the-ear headphones in everyday use. This is where Apple's famous hardware and software co-design shines. The microphones, the custom drivers, the sensors, the algorithms, they were all tuned as a single system. From a product manager's perspective, this is precisely the kind of invisible magic you want. It's the result of countless early morning, daytime, and late night meetings to get every component working in perfect harmony. And we'll talk more about the long development road for these chips a bit later in the video. If you own the original AirPods Pro, you know they weren't perfect. Apple's support pages were filled with users complaining about crackling sounds, static, and active noise canceling just stopping. With the Pro 2, Apple simply said they've improved reliability. But improved reliability is a massive understatement. This was an active course correction. The 2 biggest issues, the crackling audio and the ANC failure, were fixed at the silicon level, a direct result of engineering decisions made during the H2 chip's long development. The third major issue, where one pod would fail to charge in the case, was also solved with a redesigned case. This wasn't a tweak, it was a targeted, expensive engineering effort to win back user trust. And as a product person, it's an incredible privilege to work with an army of hardware and audio engineers this talented. To have teams that take their job this seriously and perform under that pressure is rare. Even in Silicon Valley, it's a statement. Our brand reputation is worth more than the cost of fixing our mistakes. And to make the new case even more compelling, they added one more trick up their sleeve. The final trick was adding another custom chip, the U1. to the case for precision finding with the Find My app. On the surface, it's a simple welcome feature to help you find a lost case. But that U1 chip isn't just a feature, it's the payoff of a long-term strategy. That chip first showed up in the iPhone 11 back in 2019. And this trickle-down strategy isn't just for location chips. Just look at the audio chips. The first H1 chip also came out in 2019. The H2 chip we've been talking about, that took another 3 years of development, finally landing in 2022. This multi-year effort per chip is the real story. It's the payoff of a strategic bet Apple made over 15 years ago when they bought a small chip company called PA Semi. This vertical integration is why their products are more compact, powerful, and energy efficient. It's a strategy where they build a core technology once, then deploy it across their entire ecosystem. It's a moat that competitors like Google and Meta are now desperately trying to build. But nobody touches Apple. When it comes to hardware, they are the Michael Jordan of excellence. Software and AI, that's a different story, but hardware, they're untouchable. So, the U1 chip, the H2 chip, the operational machine, they aren't just features. They're calculated, decade-long bets. If seeing the hidden strategy behind the tech you use every day is why you're here, stick around. We're just getting started. And finally, let's raise a glass to the talented individuals who pulled off the AirPods Pro 2. This one's for you. Now it's your turn. What's a product or feature you've always suspected had a hidden business reason behind it? Drop it in the comments below. Let's decode them together. Thanks for watching. Remember, being great at your job is only half the battle. Knowing how to play the game is the other half. This is Boost Clarity, where we decode the unwritten rules of tech in Silicon Valley. And keep asking why. That's how you'll find the signal in the noise.